Hey, it's just so Trish, and I'm trying to put out a little video on a topic I was thinking of, and it's chiropractor day. So, yeah, I'm driving, and this is what you get. So, why I don't coupon is my topic today. Why I don't coupon. It's not that I'm not good at couponing. I'm totally great at couponing. In fact, when a lot of extreme couponing was going on, I took a coupon class, and I was like, and it was like the veil was relieved. I was like, this is how it's done. And for a while, me and another gal were teaching coupon classes. And I mean, I'd have 50 people once a month that get together, want to learn how to do coupons. And I did fantastic, where I was, getting about $300 worth of product, $300 worth of product for about 20, 40 bucks in there. And I was having 6 newspapers delivered to the house on Sunday. And I mean, I was like coupon superstar in my area, where, I mean, I hate to put it that way, it seems kind of extravagant now. But when I went into my local grocery store, they knew me, and they knew what time I was coming in. They gave me, the grocery manager would, not the store manager, but the one who purchased, would actually want to know what I wanted to buy the next week. So he would have it, and a lot of times it would be in cases in the back for me. And then I would always have a register open. I always went in at the end of the day, like 2 days before the end of the coupon cycle. And so they knew to expect me, and they would open up my own register for me. And a lot of times they would come hang out because they'd be just so amazed at how much I would not spend. And I did that for a couple of years, and honestly, I did that a lot during when the economy really crashed. And it did help us. It stocked our pantry. We had a huge stocked pantry. And the only problem is, for me, I feel like in economy, there's 3 things that you have to spend or save. Either you have an abundance, you got to use. So the 3 things is money, of course, but the other one's time, and the other one's energy. So although I was not spending a lot of money to coupon, I was spending a lot of time and energy couponing. And so as I got more children, I started having kind of a lag where I wasn't able to physically keep up with going and getting the coupons, sorting the coupons, making a plan. And I mean, I would just bulk buy whatever was on sale, and then I would cook out of my pantry that way. And so it worked. I mean, it worked good. It was very good for us at that time. But then, a lot of the coupon things stopped happening. One of the things is Red Plum no longer is in the newspaper south of Tampa. I think except on the East Coast, but on the West Coast, south of Tampa, not in the newspapers. So they would mail you 1 Red Plum, not 2, 1. And even when I was couponing, we never had the good coupons like Atlanta or Tallahassee or Tampa. I mean, they were okay. We would make do, and they were fine. But then they removed the Red Plum, and then the coupons got really scarce in the value of the coupon. And it kind of just ran into, I mean, I hate to say it wasn't worth it, but I mean, the time and energy I had to put into it, I wasn't getting the money back. But the other aspect is, what do they appear to coupon on? I mean, sometimes, like, if you buy this and this product, you get free bananas or free food or $2 off of meat. But, and a lot of people will be like, well, this bought my meat, so it's all okay. But you still had to buy the other product. And really, that coupon was just on that product. It's just that you had to also purchase something else. And I found that a lot of that was processed food. A lot of processed food. And, I mean, I don't know, yuck? not really yuck. I mean, there's a lot of people that if it wasn't for processed box prep meals, life wasn't happening. And there's no shame in that, because you know what? There's a season for that to happen. But for me, I just felt like I was bulking my pantry up with a lot of boxed items that if I had the ingredients to make myself would not take near the room. And it just felt I had all these boxes. I mean, I'm talking, I was a 2 shopping cart mama coming through. And so I finally hit the point I just couldn't keep up, and I quit. And I went back to doing what I did before I started bulk shopping, or before I started couponing, and that was bulk shopping. So I do a majority of my shopping at Sam's. I do not buy everything at Sam's, and I do not buy everything that Sam's sells, because I feel like the warehouse stores have a lot of great merit, but they're not exactly the best price all the time on every product, you know. So I try not to buy the granola bars, and I try not to buy the waffles, but just this last time they had the waffles so low, I'm like, well, I'll just get a couple waffles to make my life easier, because I am going through that season. I was watching y'all click over to Dirt Patch. She had one about going off grid as a teenager, and what life was like as a teenager, and her parents being off grid, and what that required. And I know that it's kind of has a homestead kind of prepper feel conversation, but there was so much merit behind me making the noise. There was so much merit to that in just everyday parenting. And I can't even go into just, it really hit home with me. I don't have, you know, I do have 10 acres, but like I have water, I have running electricity. I have no desire to not have either one. I mean, and I'm trying to do a garden, and we've got chickens, and we've got a pig, and we've got, you know, so we've got our little things. And by any means, we're not in that kind of mode to go off grid. But listening to her talk about her mother and her father, and just the toll it took on them, and that, you know, parenting little kids is hard. And it was just like, thank you. I almost felt at the moment, I'm like, I think she's talking to me. She's talking to me on this one. And, you know, not trying to take on everything at one time. So, you know, I do believe that there's seasons for, there are definitely seasons for conveniences. And I'm a full believer on that. Like, I'm a cloth diaper. I haven't cloth diapered in 2.5 years. And it just hasn't been the season. I have a box full of cloth diapers ready to go. I think when I get, you know, number 5 out of the diapers, I'll probably put her in the cloth diapers, because I don't really want to buy them all the time. But he was a heavy soaker, and it just made cloth diapers a menace, to say the least, where hopefully she won't be that, and it'll be a lot easier. But it's a season. You know, there's certain things that you come and you find that it fits, and it's easy to still do when it's heavy stress. And for me, like, couponing in my current situation is not there. Now, if I was still kicking around 2 or 3 kids, maybe even 4, in the ages they are now, I'd be like mama crazy couponer. But for now, I find it's easier to stick to very simple recipes, very simple ingredients, so that I'm not, so I always have things on hand. And I mean, for us, ooh, the sun moved. Can you tell I just went from north, south, east, west? Oh, how was that? Let's see. Can I find it? There you go. Got my hand on the window. So what I tend to do is we eat a lot of rice, and we eat a lot of peas, and we eat a lot of beans. Go Dave Ramsey! And I buy my meat bulk. I use Zaycon Foods, and I typically get chicken 120 pounds at a time, 80 to 120 pounds. I got ground beef 40 pounds at a time. If I can work out a deal with a neighbor, I'll get a pig that way. I do look into maybe possibly expanding our little homestead a little backyard farm. And it's not really a farm. It's just, you know, I got a garden and some chickens. I don't know if I'd call that a farm. I got a lot of chickens, but they're kind of my pets. And I got a couple guineas. Those are definitely my pets. But, oh, my thing's about to get low. It's still recording though. So it's just kind of one of those, you know, how am I gonna best feed my family and keep it simple? For us, I've found it's just sticking to bulk items and not a lot of processed food. So that means coupons don't even work on those types of things. Learning to make yogurt, because we eat a lot of yogurt and it's actually cheaper to make it than it is to buy it. I didn't know that. And that was a learning thing. And it's just constantly learning and expanding. One of the things I am starting to note and I'm starting to see, because I need to get a little gazelle about our debt. I mean, really, I got to get gazelle about our debt. And if you know Dave Ramsey, you know what that means. And I've been really giving a lot of looks into the prepper community and the prepper style of store what you eat what you store. And I'm starting to realize if I worked out of a food pantry style, I'd probably be able to cut my grocery bill down even more drastically. So anyways, it's about to go out of juice because I don't have enough memory on my phone. So peace out. I will see you soon and I will talk to you later. And it's